This is the Barbados Today morning news for Monday, October 23rd. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. Politicians and their supporters are being warned to keep the campaign clean in the lead up to the next general election. The appeal from St. John MP Mara Thompson, the widow of the late Prime Minister David Thompson, at the annual memorial service in his honor. She urged members of the ruling Democratic Labour Party not to engage in gutter politics and called on DLP leader Prime Minister Frendel Stewart to rise above the attacks from the opposition.
In our democracy, words matter. In the lead up to the next election, we will engage in a suite of ideas in the coming period. I must admit, our theme of Barbados First has illustrated how we have placed country before party or person. Today we have seen a 9-year anti-DLP campaign launched upon the 2008 loss, and it continues up to today. The opposition has weaponized our politics and continues to cultivate a new level of corrosive politics. I want to appeal to all within my hearing. We cannot create a post-independence Barbados where we are normalizing mediocrity undergirded by opposing for opposing's sake.
Thompson also pointed to the misuse of social media in the ongoing political debate.
What is new is the ability for people to hide under the cloak of social media and type slurs on the character of people who they do not even know. And the only thing defining these persons is a difference of opinion. David was known to have a sharp tongue and a gift for not mincing his words, but he always treated his opponents as humans. It saddens me today that our next election has the ability to divide our country even more. Politics is meant to promote what is good for society. In Barbados and parts of our region, expression of thought appears to be dividing our community. Prime Minister Skerritt, too, did not escape the scorn of social media in his attempts to get Dominica going again.
In other news this morning, police are seeking the public's help in their investigations into last Friday's shooting in Silver Hill after one of the victims died yesterday. 34-year-old Andrew Prescod of Welch's Oistins Christchurch succumbed to his injuries at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Prescod was shot in the head and a 21-year-old woman was shot in the right knee, while another woman, aged 29, was grazed by a bullet on the chin. The three were taken to the QEH for treatment. A vehicle was also damaged in the attack. The incident occurred while they were liming in the area, and police are asking anyone with information relating to the incident to contact the Oistins Police Station at 418-2658 or the police emergency number 411 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477. You can also contact the nearest police station. The UWI Cave Hill campus class of 2017 has been told to uphold community values as they begin their new professional journey. Chancellor Robert Bermudez advised the students to reach out to the less fortunate and become active in the communities. He was speaking at last Saturday's graduation ceremony.
Strong ethical values are also of primary importance. Always define yourself by the substance of your character. As an educated West Indian, you hold a responsibility to your community to provide assistance to those who have been less fortunate. I would like to see a renewed sense of civic responsibility. Our geography, our history, our size, our culture, our economies give us reason to consider each other as family.
And valedictorian Raisa Joseph echoed his call for more community involvement and also appealed to her colleagues to speak out against wrongdoing.
We must find balance between our noise and silence. It is our silence that provides consent to the complicity of corruption, exploitation, and the underdevelopment of our people and states. Far too many are falling through cracks in our families, communities, school systems, and the like. I must lament that it has been our silence which has killed more than gang and domestic violence or suicide ever could. We must end our silences and speak so that activism and accountability can shape our societies for the better. Moreover, we must connect our calling to causes that are bigger than ourselves.
Sports now. West Indies women are celebrating their T20 series victory over their Sri Lankan rivals in Antigua. They scored a 47-run win in the second match to give themselves a 2-0 lead in the three-match series. Afi Fletcher took 5 for 13, while off-spinner Hayley Matthews took 2 for 25. Choosing to bat first, Windies women made 154 for 6 off their 20 overs, with captain Stephanie Taylor making 49 and Deandra Dottin 27. Sri Lankan women were bowled out for 107.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Join us from November 16th to 19th, 2017 for the Barbados Food and Rum Festival, where acclaimed Barbadian chefs and mixologists are joined by Chef Jean-Georges of the US, Chef Tom Akins of the UK, Chef Chris De La Rosa of Canada to create dining experiences to delight the senses. Visit ticketpal.com and all TicketPal locations to get your tickets, and visit foodandrum.com for more information.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. And Dominica is getting more assistance from her CARICOM neighbors in the wake of Hurricane Maria. A team of medical doctors set sail for Roseau on board the HMBS Lawrence Major of the Bahamas on the weekend. The National Security Minister, Marvin Dames, said they were responding to a request for additional manpower.
A 12-man technical team, along with 2 additional cooks and 2 additional medics, will accompany the vessel to operate the containerized unit and to provide basic technical support on the island of Dominica. In response to the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Agency, SEDEMA, requests for regional firefighters to contribute toward a team of 20 firefighters from across the region to assist with the management of wildfires in Dominica. 4 firefighters from the Royal Bahamas Police Force Fire Services will also be transported as a part of that contingent to Dominica on board the HMBS Lawrence Major.
And on the international scene, the World Health Organization has removed Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe as a goodwill ambassador. The decision came 5 days after he was appointed to the post, on the heels of outrage among Western donors and rights groups. We get more in this Reuters report.
The body's director released a statement saying he had listened to concerns and heard the, quote, different issues raised. Critics had urged the organisation to overturn the appointment, accusing the president of destroying his country's economy and for numerous human rights abuses during his 37 years as a leader. Even the British government said the decision was, quote, surprising and disappointing and risked overshadowing the organisation's global work. The World Health Organization had hoped Mugabe would influence his peers in Africa to prioritise non-communicable disease, but health leaders described the move as unjustifiable and wrong. In Zimbabwe, medical staff often strike over pay issues, there are frequent drug shortages, and Mugabe himself travels to Asia for medical treatment.
And finally, 10 of the world's strongest men have completed Jordan's first ever truck pulling championship. Among the countries represented were the UK, the US, South Africa and Hungary. The audience cheered as the contestants pulled a 21-ton truck across the track. American Brian Shaw shared how he prepared for the competition.
Everything I do to train is to get better at the events. So I train in the gym and then I train with the events, and of course there's a lot of eating and recovery work and of course the training. So it takes a lot. You have to do it every single day.
Shaw placed second and Dutchman Kevin de Ruyter was the first place winner. He took home the $10,000 grand prize. And that's news this morning. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good morning.